The script in this video can be found on GitHub, which is linked to through our website, tsg-lab.org. You click on LCPC transform, and you click on the link that says Image Preprocessing Tools. When you click on that, this GitHub repository opens. This is the folder you want, .interpolating segmenter. If you click on it, this is the HTML file that is the script. If you want to download it, you can just click on that, and then there is a download raw file button here, and that will download the script to your desktop. And then if you go back by clicking on that file name, here are practice files. There's only two, so you can click on each, and then again click on download, and you can click on practice files again, click on the second one, and click on download. Hi there. In this tutorial, we will talk about how to use this interpolating segmentation tool. It's an HTML file. All you have to do is click it and drag it into your Chrome browser. It works on all the major browsers, Chrome, Safari, Firefox. And all you have to do once you load it here is to click choose file. Here is the first practice file. You load it, it appears here. You can zoom in using these buttons or just using the pinch zoom, right, to see better. And all you have to do is click little dots and it will extrapolate a curve for you or interpolate a curve for you. For example, let me start here, and the key is to do small dots unless you're sure that there is a straight line. You can just do a straight line. Okay, in this case a straight line is not good for this, so there is a button to undo the last point. Okay, and you can keep going back one by one, you see that, or clear all points. So here, since I'm pretty sure that this is a straight curve, I can go from here to here. Okay, but there is an artifact here of the parallel lines. You see these parallel lines causing this jagged edge, so I'm going to have to interpolate smoothly across it. Okay, like that, you see. And here it's best to use small lines. Okay, especially as you approach curved areas. The more dots you use, the more accurate the curve. You see that? So here there's an artifact of the parallel line. So I'm going to smooth this over. You see that? So small points, and I'm going to end it right here. You see? So if you want to leave this open-ended, then don't double click where you started. You see the first point has a blue halo around it. If you double click that, it will connect the last dot and the first dot with a straight line to close the loop. So once you've drawn it and you're satisfied, you can click finish line. Okay, and in this finish line one, it allows you to click and drag these blue dots to modify them. See that? Okay, so there is some level of adjustment that is allowed, okay, using these blue dots. You see that? Okay, it's limited, but there is some adjustment allowed. Okay, and if you're satisfied, then you can, okay, when you're done, you go down here. So this button will export just the image with the red line on it with no white dots. This button will export the mask, which is the red line, as a blue line on a white background. And if you click export both of them will be exported. Okay, and what happens is it will automatically add a suffix to each. Let me show you. So I click export both, and the browser will ask you, do you allow multiple downloads? You click allow, and both will download, and then they will be in your downloads folder. So let me move them over. Okay, and they are these. Okay, so I moved them in, and here they are. The first image, it takes the name of your input file and it becomes the base name. Okay, and then adds a suffix, segmented, and we preview it, it's this line. See, it tells you exactly what your drawing is. And the second output is the mask. It has the suffix _blue. If you preview it, that's it. And the app was designed to create a blue line that's 7 pixels thick. Now when you're done, you can click up here, load different image, and let's load a second image. This time is this one, Colave. This is what it looks like. Again, you can pan up and down, pinch zoom and pan. All right, so you can see things more clearly, especially if there's curvatures. Okay, so again, first it's helpful to see what is a straight line, what is not. So this here is not a straight line. There's a slight curve, right? It curves in and then out and in again. Here is a very major curve, including up here. So for these, you want to click and do small dots, short dots, close to each other, especially when you reach a curve area, you want to use many dots. You see that? And here you see there's a dip, there's a V shape here. So in order to capture that, I got to use many dots and then come back out. You see there's a V shape right there. All right, and so we want to be at the border where black meets white. Okay, right at the border where the gray is. You see that? Here's a curve, so I want to use many small ones. And ultimately I double click on where I started and it closes the loop for me. You see that? Okay. And when you're done, again, you can just click export both. And they're in your downloads folder. So let's move them over to our folder. There you go. This is the one with word segmented on it. It shows you what you drew. This one with the word blue on it is the mask. There you go. So this will make it easier. Okay, so to be safe, it's better to use more dots than fewer dots. So this will help make our segmentation more uniform because some people have very smooth handwriting and other people don't. So by using dots, we let the computer draw the line for us. Let me show you another trick that this app can do. Let me zoom out. So let me click clear all points and now everything disappears. So this app allows you to draw a line, give it a unique name down here, export it with that unique name, and then draw a different line. So for example, I'll start down here, say. So here I will outline, just for example, this part of the brain. All right, and when I'm done, okay, I'm going to give the name here. It could be anything. It could be number 1. I'll just say part 1. See that? And when I click, okay, finish line, right? When I click export both, it'll export just these 2 images, but with the suffix part 1 at the end of it. In fact, I want to do underscore part 1, export both. And then now I'm going to, okay, clear this name, very important, because when I click clear all points, I'm going to draw a second one. But if I didn't clear the name, it will replace my previous. So let me finish line. Okay, if I didn't clear this, it'll replace the previous file with the new file, the new image. So I lose the previous one, right? So I'll make sure I put underscore part 2. You see that? Okay, if I put part 1, it's going to replace the old one in the downloads folder, which you don't want. So you want to make sure that you give this a unique name. All right, I click export both. Now let's move them over. All right, now that we move them over, let's take a look at what they are. So this was the part 1. This is the segmentation file. This is part 1, the mask. And then this is part 2, the segmentation. And part 2, the mask. Okay, so now I'm going to purposely draw something else. I'm just going to do this. Click finish line, and I'm going to purposely export without changing this name. And when I do so, what it's going to do is that it's going to replace the existing files with the new ones. There it is. See, this is now part 2. It's this squiggly line, and here's the mask of part 2. It replaced the previous one where we segmented this part. You see that? So I purposely did this because very easy to make this mistake when the functionality is like this. It doesn't automatically reset. Okay.